Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to open UVs of the model you have. So right now I have two models of the cigarette, and I'm going to show you how I created UVs for this model. Let's copy this and let's delete everything that I put, and let's clear the UVs that we have here. So we go to modifiers, go scroll down here and add UVW mapping clear, so we don't have any previous UVs on this model. So before we start, we need to know two things about the UVs, and it's that it's the fact that you're gonna have two options when you create the UVs. And the first one is you need to create the UVs of your model just like you want, and then you build your texture upon this UV. And the second one is the client provides you the texture that you need to create UVs upon this texture. So in this project I did the second one. Like, my client gave me the texture that they use in the production of like real production of these cigarettes, and they're gonna have tens of these textures, and they want me to create the UVs that they can use exactly this texture on this model. So I'm gonna create the UVs for this texture. So when I look to this texture, I understand that this is the front part of the cigarette, and this part is the sides, like this side, left side, and the right side. And this is the bottom part, and this is the back part, and this part is the top part. So by knowing that, I can start creating my UVs. So let's hide the previous models and let's start creating the new ones. Okay, first I'm gonna add UVW, unwrap UVW, and now let's select the parts we want to use first. So let's open UV editor, and here I can use my texture to see which parts showing where. Okay, let's take everything and put it aside, so these parts stay empty, because everything needs to be inside this rectangle to be correct. So let's select the front parts, and because here is selected the back face, ignore. So when I select my model like this, the inside parts, back parts, doesn't get selected. Okay, let's select this one too, and this one. Okay, so when I select this, you can see that my polygons here is selected too, and you can see the yellow gizmo here, and it's basically the planar projection. And if my object is something like cylindrical, I can use the cylindrical, but for now I'm going to use the planar. So I press this button, like planar map, as you see. I click once, and as you see, my plane is looking from top to down. Now, and you see it here, and now I can the axis, and as you see, it's looking in this side direction, and maybe I change the direction to X, to Y, and now I'm looking from the front. Now if I'm happy, I release the planar map. Now I need to fix what's left, because this front part is okay, and as you see, these parts of the image I see here, and if I move my polygons, you see that my image here is moving too. So to fix this, I go to tools and I choose relax, and this relax will give me the form which is right exactly. So I choose the polygon angles and I increase the amount to 1 so that it takes very fast. I press relax, and it's like opens this area for me. As you can it's paper, and it's basically like unfolds this paper for me. And now I'm taking my polygons and scaling them down. After relaxing, you never scale it like this, because you destroy this right proportion. And if you did anything here, you can press relax again to make it correct. Okay, and now I know that this was the center part and this was the right side, and this part needs to go here. So I put it center, press scale like this, and I bring it up. And as you see, we have nice looking image here. Maybe we need to change it manually a little bit, like this. Okay, something like this. Good. Now what we need to create is this bottom part. So let's select the polygons in the bottom area. Okay, after everything is selected, and I see it here, I press this planar map again, and as we see, our plane is looking from this direction, and I want to change my axis like to the Z so that it looks from the top and down. Okay, now I release this, and I'm doing it again. Okay, and it unfolds it just like these polygons. So I'm scaling down, and I know that this bottom part needs to be here, so I move it up, and I need to make sure that these vertices match. This one is bigger now, so I need to scale it down so that each vertex goes to this one, but now they are separate. Okay, and what can we do is we can attach them together, and for this we choose the vertex. And so what we can do is we select this bottom part and press this bottom vertex from the top one, and we press stitch to target. And I guess we did something wrong here. Yeah, because we forget to select these bottom parts, or maybe we needed to select it with top ones. So let's choose these ones. And as you see this green area, it means that the inside of the green area is already UV mapped. So let's do this with the mist parts. So let's press planar map, choose relax. Okay, and when you relax this, okay, let's do like this to connect. Okay, we can do like this. We can take the vertex here, and as you see, when we click here, this vertex gets blue colored. That means that they need to connect here. So when we click here, we press this button, stitch to target, and it gets automatically where it needs to be. So we do the same with the other vertices. We press stitch. So everything gets to the place where it needs to be automatically. So we don't need to make manual adjustments. But after that, we're gonna make one relax again. so that these parts come to this place again. We will, but if we did it right, we will need to do this process. I hope you do it right in the first time. So we select our polygon and we select the element. So this way we can click one time here, and each polygons which is connected together in this element will be selected. So we do relax again, and it opens it for us just like it needs to be. Now we need to rescale it again, like this. So we move it down like this, and we need to make sure that everything stays inside this rectangle, so we make it a little bit lower. Okay, now we can connect these bottom parts. So we choose this. Let's turn off this element. Select vertex and see that the top one is highlighted. So we press this connect button, stitch to target, so that it gets stitched together. But we don't connect each one of them, because it can get distorted. So we connect only these parts, and because it's hard to connect these edges, we leave them open. So let's select all the polygons again and choose relax, so it gets fixed for us. Okay, now we need to connect these back parts. So we select them like this, and with this project we selected the polygons degree, which is already fixed. Now we press Alt and get rid of these polygons, which is already fine. Now we have only polygons that we need to fix, or we can click one by one, but I did it to make it fast. So let's project again, fix the angle. Okay, and now turn it off and press relax. Okay, it's fine now. Let's rotate it like this. Let's turn off the angle snap tool so that I can rotate it just like I want. Okay, now I need to know which part is right. So does it need to stay like this, or we need to turn it 180 degree? And for this I'm doing like, I'm gonna select these vertices at the bottom and see which part of this model is highlighted. So this part of the model needs to go here, so it's correct this way. So I scale it down and move it up, and I know that these vertices needs to connect together, and right now my lower part is a little bit bigger and I need to scale it down. Okay, now let's bring it up like this. Now let's connect it. Now press this one, choose stitch to target. Okay, maybe you connect this one too. Okay, now we select everything and relax again. Now it's really fine. Okay, what we left is the top part, these parts. So again, I'm selecting these parts which is connected together. Yeah, I'm gonna select these ones too. Okay. Okay, these ones, and I get rid of this fixed or the fixed polygons. Okay, now I need to get rid of these ones too. Okay, now let's do it again. Planner map and relax. Okay, so, and when I press polygons and I see which part of the polygon I selected, so these parts need to connect with these parts. Okay, so it means this needs to go right here, but a little bit smaller. Okay, good. Now let's select vertices again and connect them. Okay, now let's hit the UVs again. Angle, relax everything again. Good. Now what we do is select the parts which is left. So it's basically select everything except these ones, because this top part goes and turns back and goes inside, so we don't want them for now. So let's press this one again, choose the angle, right angle, and turn it off and choose relax. But if your model stays like this, it means it's not fully relaxed. And if this kind of things happen to you, you can change this relax mode from polygon angles to edge angles. Choose start relax, and now we're gonna look again after it's opened. We choose start relax by polygon angles. Now our model is correctly opened. So we go here, we make it small. Like this. And now let's connect them again. We choose vertices, press stitch. So we don't need to connect them because it gets curly. We connect only the parts which is straightly connected. So it's like this one, connect, stitch, stitch. Okay, so let's select everything again and press relax, and now the last part is these ones. So we don't need to do it again because we don't have anything left from here. We just press start relax and bring it here, and when I select this vertex, I see this one is selected, and I understand that I need to rotate this lower part 180 degrees, something like this, and I make it small, bring it up, like this. Okay, I press now this vertex, and I see that it goes exactly this right place. This one, actually the lower part I make it a little bit small, but relax is gonna fix it anyway. So this is okay. So I select everything here and one final relax, and that's it. And the problem is, for now, as you see, it's too small now, and I make it manual adjustment, like take it and make it like this. Okay, and let's see if there's any problem here. Okay, I guess this text needs to be in the middle. Yeah, this one. So I select everything here and go like this. Yeah, I select everything and like this. This one, yeah, this needs to be here too, so I make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, now this side parts in the right place too. This one, I guess this left one is a little bit off, so I select everything again, and now I adjust the left part like this. Now it's okay. So let's see what else. Yeah, this bottom part, let's see. Yes, I guess this black area needs to be down, and this texture, this part needs to be completely on the bottom. So I do like this. I select these ones without selecting the bottom part, and I bring it up. Okay, now I'm taking these ones and I bring it up like this. Or maybe I just select this area and make it relax, and now it's fine. What I need is this part needs to go like back a little bit, so I select this part and like these ones too, and bring it like down. Yeah, this is fine. And one final relax again. Relax. Yeah, this is the hardest part because we have the ready texture and we need to create the UVs exactly on this. And as you see, the real part, real texture, sometimes doesn't fit this exact model. That's why we need to bend this model somehow, bend these UVs to match it with texture. For instance, this part, like top part, needs to be here. As you see, we have nice line here showing that this line needs to be here. So I am selecting everything here, and where's my top part? And we see it here. So we bring it like, see, now it's in the correct place. Yeah, now we need to fix this part, so we get rid of back side and this part. Now we need to move this down, and now you see that this top part is exactly here. And now if we want, we can select it and make it relax, only this part. There's our relax tool, start to relax. Now it's fine. We just need to expand this a little bit so that this text is exactly in the middle. This one too. And that, okay, basically. These are okay, great. So let's close it. Okay, now I am happy with my UV, so I can either collapse it, or if we have, let's end isolate, some hide everything, and let's say we have another model here which needs to be unwrapped too. Let's hide them. which needs to be unwrapped. But in this model, I know that it's exact the same model, but now I can't reach the inside parts like these ones. So I'm doing like this. I'm taking this UV unwrap modifier, and I know that everything that's here, this UV, if I turn this, everything goes. I turn it on, everything comes back. I just copy this one and paste here, and the exact same UVs will be copied to this one. So now I can collapse it, and that's it. We have nice UVs applied here. And if I want its inner parts to be white, I just add the shell modifier, and by default it's like this. We just have thickness. But if I want this inner parts to be separate model, I just click here, like override inner material IDs, and I create multi-sub object material and press discard. Now I know that I have two material IDs and my texture is this. So I create this for colors, so like my original, and the second material is just like normal. So this is my first material ID, and this is just ordinary material. Now I'm dropping this here, and as you see, the first material ID shows my normal texture, and the second one is this gray, and I can change the colors so that you understand it well. And even we can make this like edge material IDs too, these parts. If we make material ID 3, we can use another material here, and we like change the color to the red, so that you see that we have 3 new material IDs which we can use. So I'm going to use this white inside. I know that my inner material and is yellow, and I don't need this material, so that I go to my object and uncheck this one. So it's basically it. So I just add turbo smooth modifier, and that's it. Let's change it to white, and that's basically the unwrapping this nice cigarette model. So add shell and turbo smooth. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create materials, like cool looking advanced materials for our cigarette model. And see you in the next tutorial. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.